It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features Hunter Henry, coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Patriots and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. First down, and they go with Swift again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Lang going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 50. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the goal.
2 yards in the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them. And we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Buying time to his left, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and mark time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 84 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. They'll have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Going no gain on the run there, and they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes a 7th play now on this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Throwing Jones. And caught by Henry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 and maybe a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped off their very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Some problems with air and passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's McBride. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Lang. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and you get some big shots downfield.
We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Back to throw. Lang. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just luckier. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him. Well, this set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they like to have back as he brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's Jonathan Jones. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A first down throw for Mills. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 where probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills finding Knox there, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. to throw. Jones. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Touchdown. T. Higgins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Mills on first down.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mills. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, man.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mills. And that's It's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mills from the gun on third down.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So at halftime, it's the Patriots.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. It is fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is born. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Henry's got it out on the left side. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
Mac Jones and the Patriots ready for another chance here on offense.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jones on 3rd down.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
Cooks on a quick slant.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Harris running straight ahead. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. Everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a second down throw for Mills. Connection made with Chenault. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Mills. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Bills now on second down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know